this here is one of those subjects that they just love to throw in the conspiracy bracket and they love to scoff at it. But the reality is this. There's something going on out here with these UFOs, so to speak, and it doesn't have to do with little green men every single time. I'm going to break this down in a live show because it needs to be talked about in depth about what's happening here, the full scale of it. There's no way that I can do this in just a small video. But what I want to point out here in this quick clip is that them changing their guidelines shows something huge is underway. This is what they're saying. Because of the sheer number of UFOs swarming around Navy strike groups and other military infrastructure, they have been prompted to set up new guidelines. Your evening news isn't going to tell you this, brought to you by St. Clair and other productions. That's all scripted coast to coast. They're never going to mention this because it's never going to be written into the script. I, for one, went to Area 51, Tikaboo Peak. I stayed at this exact spot. Done everything I can to try to get to the truth per my abilities to be able to do so. And what I discovered in this was that they do indeed have some technology out there at Area 51. Those that followed us on our mission in that journey witnessed that day in broad daylight from Tikaboo Peak right down from here. They put on a show, and I have the footage on my channel still. They put on a show in broad daylight on the tarmac of something spinning and gyroing right there in front of us and just gone, vanished, thin air, broad daylight, crystal clear footage. They sure did. Gone. Right in front of our eyes. It to me was the little treat that we know you're up there. We never ran into the guys in the white trucks, which we should have. Never seen a one. Of course, they had a camera on us at the top of Tikaboo watching us the whole time. And they knew we were there. So, my point is that they know a lot. They know what is giving out this technology. And what I mean by that is the entity. You're never going to understand this if you don't know your history. You're going to continue to watch the History Channel and get fed garbage on these guys. Because what these guys are, I believe, are created biological computer type entities that are controlled telepathically by the larger entities that are here. The fallen ones. They landed on Mount Herman. I say it all the time. Y'all keep looking to deep space. You see a zillion stars up there, but they want to tell you you're the only life, right? And how many do they got actually believing that? When you can look up at all those suns and stars throughout space every night, and you think you're the only life out there? That is just so naive. It's just ridiculous that they've got the whole globe to believe it. But this is what they can do when they control TVs and indoctrination. In every ounce of information that flows, this is what they do. So when your U.S. Navy that got this technology from the fallen ones starts stating that they have to do something because of the UFO activity, they're swarming their strike groups. Does anybody out there care that the U.S. military is telling the whole world that they are getting swarmed by UFOs in their missions? Do you remember the last time they showed us? Maybe you forgot. This past summer, for 1 week straight, all the mainstream media outlets were showing raw footage of our guys in aircrafts over the ocean chasing UFOs. Broad daylight footage. Chasing UFOs. Supersonic speeds. They could do nothing but laugh. I don't find it funny. They could do nothing but laugh it off. Oh, it's a joke, right? Well, per the U.S. Navy, those days are done. No more laughing it off. No more dismissing it as irrelevant, the U.S. Navy saying. What all of a sudden has just changed? Did Did you notice that they made a space force? Have you noticed they're calling on all this money to be put into space? China, Russia, India, all these countries, Israel, all launching all of a sudden to get to the moon? Can't you see that there's a shift taking place? I think the grand show is right around the corner. Just did a video about billboards in space. Talked about how the Japanese are going to launch fireworks from satellites that are going to look like asteroids raining down on the Earth. They are setting the stage, literally, to be able to perform a fake presentation in the heavens for anyone and everyone below watching. And for those unsuspecting, not knowing of the technologies that man possesses, they're going to be caught off guard. And they're going to think that something heavenly is underway. And it's going to be false. It sure is. And only those that have seen this coming for years and have been preparing for it are going to know better and are not going to fall for it. The fallen ones landed on Mount Hermon. The same Mount Hermon Netanyahu and the Zionists are trying to go after. That's right. What do you think sits up at the top of the Golan Heights? Mount Hermon. Where they landed. Now do you see why it's so important to them? Go back to sleep, go on to the next YouTube video, go seeking entertainment somewhere and fall back asleep. Or put on your thinking cap, start digging, doing some research, and realize time's ticking. You can waste your time doing garbage, or you can put your time to good use in doing good research and trying to get it together before it hits the fan. Because a massive stage is being set, this world stage, for all the people that are unsuspecting what is coming. And I'm here to tell you, when the U.S. Navy, after all these decades of UFOs all over the place, are all of a sudden changing all their guidelines because of this, it should tell you a few things. That either other countries have got this type of high-grade technology that it's freaking them out, or there's something else going on out here that they're not liking. Now, I also want to remind you that here not long ago, this massive object just came through our solar system called Oumuamua. I believe it is the good guys. I believe it's a scout team. I believe it had more than just it with it. It came through here, picked up speed as it left our solar system. It was long, disc-shaped, and metallic in nature. And all week long as it went by, every single outlet hinted that it was an alien civilization, an alien light sail, alien this, alien that, blah, blah, blah. I'm here to tell you, it's a scout team. The name Oumuamua means scout. It blew us away when we discovered this after I made those statements. Someone came through here with the team observing, and I have a funny feeling they're still here. Smaller aircraft are here, and I have a funny feeling it's the good guys. That's right. Out of all the hell that you hear, all the bad things you see off this hellish planet, where they lock the fallen ones, someone is watching. Someone righteous is watching. I'm warning you. Don't forget it. There are good entities out here observing. If there's ever going to be ones that come and show up and rescue you like they did Lot, you have to believe. They're going to lay waste to this place in the end. They're going to spark it. They're going to torch it. By fire, it will go. I pray that one of the righteous ones swoop us up, all the righteous ones, and we can watch this from the heavens as this thing burns and not get caught up in it. To be honest with you, in time, these old bodies of ours, when you get 60, 70, 80, 90 years old, you're going to want a fresh one. I look forward to a new earth with Yeshua, a new life, and to reign for 1,000 years on a planet where I can run with the wild animals and the people in peace, not have to live in a hellish plane like this. And I'm here to tell you, this is a test on your soul. This is a test on your soul. Don't you ever forget it. You have to do the right thing. You got to be righteous. If you can't do that, if you don't want to do that, your choice. There's a way out. doing good. You are that little bit of light in that darkness of the yin-yang. It exists within you. The fact that you love, can feel love, and give it shows proof that it's there. Do not let it die. Continue to carry it on with you. Pass that torch on to someone else. The battle has just begun. And as we always say, knowledge is power in this game. What you do with it from here is on you. But no, we have never been alone in this petri dish called Earth. We've been locked here with some minions this whole time, and all the leaders of this world know it, and they worship them. The rest is a puppet show. Do you get it now? They control the strings of all religions and everything else. Do you get it now? I hope so. You're running out of time. Michael, Elijah, Yeshua, and all the righteous ones, the Federation, they're coming down the hall. I believe. Much love.